everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Baron Broadcast. I'm your host, Kenny Graff, and unfortunately this week, Juan won't be with us. And the reason for that is because we're actually doing this week a micro Baron broadcast, if that makes sense. So what's going to happen this week is we're just going to post this one video, basically just going over a recap and results for the week. I'm going to go into the breakdown of the Barons game that they had this week against St. Vincent. And then I'm also just going to go over our predictions for next week as well, because we won't post a video. Well, you'll see this video on this weekend, but next weekend we'll have a bigger it's going to be the mega broadcast for you guys. So excited to share that with you guys here soon. But without further ado, let's jump right into the results and recap for the week. Let's jump right into it. So this week we had the Barons play St. Vincent. This was our predictions for the week. It was Juan and I both saying the Franciscan were going to walk away with the win. And like we predicted, the Franciscan Barons won 6-0, a dominant win against St. Vincent. And this is how we're going to move forward here. If that makes sense to you guys, let's keep moving forward. So we got Bethany versus Grove City today. Our predictions. Both of us said Grove City were going to win. The results were Grove City won 2-0 against Bethany. Actually, I think in that game, Bethany was tied at halftime with Grove City. I could be totally wrong. I wasn't paying attention too much to that, but let's move forward here. This one's very interesting. Allegheny and Chatham. We actually predicted scores for this one, and this was what we said. Juan said it was going to be a 2-1 victory for Allegheny. I said it was going to be 3-2 victory for Chatham. The results, a tie. It was actually 1-1 Allegheny Chatham. At the end of the day, we love ties in the pack. For if you're a Baron, it definitely takes away some points for people. But let's move forward here. Geneva and W&J. You ready for this one, guys? Predictions. Both Juan and I said Geneva were going to win. The results, a tie, a 0-0 tie. I really want to see, the stats weren't really working for the Geneva W&J game here. I really want to see those stats. I think it would be incredible because I think Geneva put up, it was an amazing amount of shots on goal, and W&J's goalie was, I think it was like their third string goalie had come in. I don't know what the total story of that was. Again, I was flashing back and forth between games. It was awesome. And, it ended up being a tie, which again, you love that to see as a Baron, definitely from a team like Geneva, who should, ranked, I think, to be first in the PAC. And we come to our last game here, Westminster and Waynesburg. Let's see what the results are. Let's see our predictions. Juan said Westminster was going to win, and I said it was going to be a tie. The results, Waynesburg won 5-3 with a W in their pocket. With that being said, I think Juan and I had just these points here. What we're going to do is moving forward each week. If you come over to this side, boom, 2-2. Juan and I have both 2 points to start off this week. Obviously, we'll add to those points as soon as we get things correct. Again, so right now it's tied up. Juan, this is going to be really competitive. I'm excited to move forward here. But with that being said, why don't we jump into a breakdown of the Barons game this week? Alrighty, so this is our Franciscan Week in Review, but technically it's only going to be half a week because, again, like I mentioned, this is a micro broadcast. We're just going to be looking at our season home opener and pack play against St. Vincent. We're going to start off here early, around literally the first minute. Ryan Miller is going to be taking this corner kick here, and I want you to take a look at John Schreiner, number 10. Great jerseys, by the way, this year, fellas. I really love these. I have to get one for myself, most likely, but we're going to watch Ryan kick the ball in here. Take a look at John right in the middle. Perfect pass by Ryan. Header back of the net. John Schreiner. Way to start the game. Way to start the in-pack season. This is amazing. Look at the team. Proud of you guys. Let's move to the next highlight. All right, I'm going to specifically shout out Ryan Miller for this play, I guess. This is going to be a breakup, nice step forward on defense for Ryan to take the ball nicely off to Tommy Sweet, the sub, coming in, giving a great ball to Lucas Cross at the top, who then scores. Let's walk you through it here. Number 15 on St. Vincent's got the ball. Ryan, good pressure, takes the ball away. Tommy Sweet gets the ball. Perfect pass over Dare. Dare's able to take it, throw it in the back of the net, low far post. Excellent shot. Lucas, again, I think he's tied with number 3 in the nation for goals or something like that right now for Division III men's soccer. Fantastic way to turn this up. Again, this is about the last couple minutes of the game. We still have 4 more goals to go. Again, on our 6-0 win here. But again, what a great way to kind of cap off this first half here. One other thing I wanted to point out before this half is over is shout out to Joe St. George. I think this guy is incredible on our back line. He has been a staple of our defense over the last few years. Not only that, but his foot skills are just incredible. He's so fast. There's a couple plays in here I don't have the time to find specifically those plays, but the ball is just like it goes 30, 40 feet in the air and then it drops and he's able to trap it with his foot every single time. Like it's like, the impact, the way he plays with the ball is just fantastic. Shout out to you, Joe. But I want to show you this play here, just that, he could be very dangerous in these situations. So I've got Joe right here. He's got the ball. He's going to dribble straight into penetration. He's going to pass it off to Lucas. Lucas is going to find it almost back to there, and that could be a wide open goal. You can see later down the line, we're going to show you a couple goals that end up happening like that, where you pass it off and then they score right then and there. But Joe, that was a great play. I wanted to just point that out for you, and definitely I'm looking forward to seeing more of that here in the future. All right, again, we're going to be looking at another goal here for us. Starting from our back line again, you see Josh Atkinson here. He's going to pass this ball up to, I believe it is Zachary Muldoon. Yep, Zach's going to pass this cross field to, again, Joe St. George, who's going to give a nice through ball here. Little flick off. Augie Rubino places it. Goal again. Again, just an absolute offensive team, starting from the defense, creating plays from, open space. Excited to see more of this in the future here, guys. And moving on to the next highlight here. All right, you're going to see a little bit of a trend here. Joe St. George absolutely everywhere on the field. Here he is, little flick up, little head pass up to John Schreiner, who's going to get the ball here. John absolutely executed this play perfectly. Little meg pass to Augie. Augie leaves it back off to John. Little dummy by Lucas. John's going to pass it back to Lucas. Perfect goal. That is Barron soccer to a T. This is the way we're supposed to play. Unselfish all around. Every single way you could look at this and say this is an excellent play in soccer. I'm sure Coach Ridenauer is going to take this to the team. He'll show his next generation of players that play, specifically just well-rounded everywhere. Taught. I mean, I've been in the locker room with Coach Ridenauer and the way he speaks. I'm sure he loved that play as well. Excited again. I keep saying it, but every single goal gets me excited for this team, and they work very hard to get where they are now. Knock knock. Who's there? Joe St. George. All right, starting with Joey, he's going to throw the ball straight up the line. John Schreiner's going to get a little flick off. Lucas, somehow, with the speed John has, he's there again. And then John's now going to pass it off to Julian Freeman, who's just going to bury that. Top bins. Team's excited. He's excited. Let me show you a few more replays of this here. Excited. Julian, newest to the team, coming off an injury last year. Explosive player. Very quick. If you're a team watching this, not Franciscan fans or anything, he is a man to watch. So exciting. John, again, being so unselfish with this. I mean, at one point he was our leading scorer on our team. Again, teamwork here is incredible. Excited to see this team move forward. I keep saying that, but I mean, I am. What else can I say? I'm excited. All right. Next one. Let's go. Last goal of the game. All right. This play is going to start off with Ben James on the back line here. He's going to pass a ball up to Tommy Sweet, which is going to be headed out by a defender. Tommy Sweet's going to get on this ball pretty quick. Shout out to this ball boy getting him the ball quick. Tommy's going to look up the field, see an open man. It's Aiden Mahoney with the ball. He's going to set up the play here, waiting for his men to get in the box. He's going to pass this low into the box. Danny Wayert is going to score for the Barons. He says, calm down. Again, this is just what we do. Shout out to Tommy Sweet there, starting to play that quick throw in. I think he should be credited as an assist here, but that's not how stats work. But shout out to Aiden Mahoney taking the time to build the play out, pass the ball in right here, pass it off, put it in the back of the net. Well done, guys. Excellent game. And I want to run into a few stats here with our goalkeeping. Just to put this into a little bit of perspective, with Aiden Miller during this game and how good our back line was playing this game was, according to these statistics, Franciscan faced one shot on goal in the first half and one shot on goal in the second half for a total of 2 faced shots during that game. We only had 4 fouls the whole game, which also is compared to our 19 shots, 13 on goal, versus their 6 shots, 2 on goal. And I'm going to find the on goal quote film here for you guys, just so you can see what it means by on goal. So this is the goal that Aiden Miller faced here in the final 40 seconds in the game. That was the one shot on goal that they had the entire second half, which is incredible to see from our defense. I'm not trying to discredit St. Vincent. They're a great team. They'll do well in the PAC. I just think it's, shows credit to how well the Franciscan men's soccer team works in the preseason as well as in the out-of-conference side of, the games. Definitely a defiant win here for us, for Franciscan. Excited. I keep saying excited to see where it goes, but I just am. I keep saying it. I want to keep saying it. It's great. Juan's not here to, jump in and say some things and save me from saying the same thing over and over again. But, it was a great game to watch. Excited. I'm going to keep saying excited. Who cares? I don't care at this point. I'm super excited for this team. Shout out to all the players today. We were also able to put in a lot of our subs, get them some, time on the field. It's fun to see them enjoy soccer. And it's fun to see my team, the Franciscan Barons, win a game. So with that being said, why don't we just run over to the predictions that Juan has let me know about already. And that's basically it. Let's run the slide. And we're just going to jump right into it. We got W&J and the Franciscan Barons. Let's see what Juan and I predicted. We're predicting a Baron W. Both of us together. Can't go wrong with that. We got a Bethany and St. Vincent game. Let's see our predictions. I said Bethany was going to win. Juan thinks it's going to be a tie. That's going to be a very interesting, conversation to have. Talk about a little bit more maybe next week. We're looking at a Teal Chatham game. Here's our predictions. I think Teal's going to walk away with a W. Juan thinks that the Teal and Chatham Cougars are going to end up in a tie. And just before I move on any further, Juan has texted me his predictions for the week. So don't worry, I'm not making up these predictions for him. He has asked me to move forward and put these in for him. Now, great game coming up. Geneva, Grove City. Let's see what we both said. I think Grove City is going to pull away with a W. Juan thinks Geneva and Grove City are going to be a tie. I think that's a great prediction on Juan's point. I just think, looking at the stats, Geneva had a very, very, in my opinion, very weak out-of-conference schedule coming in here, being now, and they're ranked in the Region 7. I just think, especially coming off that tie with W&J, it's going to be a good game, I think. But moving forward, Allegheny, Waynesburg, let's see the results on what we predicted. I said Allegheny's going to win, and Juan said Waynesburg is going to win this game. So, no ties here so far, just, in this game. I think this is going to be a good game to watch. We're going to get another Barons game. Do I even need to... I'm just going to move past it. We know who we want to win anyways. We have Grove City Teal. We think Grove City is going to win this game together. Juan and I, Geneva Allegheny. I predicted a tie between Geneva and Allegheny. You know, you can call me a Geneva hater all you want. I just think that this is going to be a tie here. Juan thinks Geneva will win the game. And then I have here Bethany and Chatham. We both think Chatham's going to win this game. I think this is coming off of a Grove City defeat of the Bethany Bison. I think this is something that we both have considered so far, and moving forward, we're going to look at the last game here prediction-wise for W&J versus Waynesburg. Let's see what we said. Juan thinks Waynesburg will come out with a W. I think it will be a tie between W&J and Waynesburg. And there are your predictions. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to this micro broadcast. Again, we wanted to make it as short as possible for you this week. Juan will be back next week. We're excited. Shout out again to Mikey Irvin and Bella Rabino, soon to be Irvin. We're excited to see you guys this weekend at the wedding. Please, in the comments, if you want, shout out to them. Give them your love. We appreciate everybody who's listening today. Excited to move forward and see what happens in the future here. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye.